This meeting on this day, December 3rd, Tuesday, is hereby called to order. We would ask, Alderman Esther to lead us in a prayer.
Understand. Oh, Father God, we come before you this evening to thank you for the many blessings that you have bestowed upon us, Father God, as a city, as a board, and as a city, Father God. This is the season to be jolly, Father God, and we ask you to let the joy of Christmas spread throughout each household, individually as well as collectively, Father God, and let the peace and serenity of Christmas be part of the city's Canton for this 2024 season, Father God. And we pray that this city grow and prosper throughout the coming year. This is our prayer in Jesus' name we pray. Amen.
And Mayor, if I may, before we sit, if I may, yeah, I just want to bring to the attention, I know last night I brought up 3 individuals, and again, we want to continue to pray for John Brown, who has truly been a person throughout the community doing decades of great work, just to keep him in our prayers. And also, I know I acknowledged Ms. Jewel Williams on yesterday and her homecoming on Saturday. But keep in mind, when we talk about politics in Canton, this is one of the matriarchs of city politics, along with that class of, I think, 1978-79, which the Honorable Fred Esco was part of that. I don't know if Dr. Truly was a part of that. But a lot of dynamic things changed in this particular city, especially coming out of what we call the horrific 1960s. So we were just taking a foot in the city, and everything we do, we will always be representing and standing on the shoulders of those who went before us. So as we go forward, continue to think about this particular person. And there's an old African proverb that says that the only way you can keep the spirit of a person alive or a loved one alive that's gone on before you, we have to continue to call their names. And so be it. Thank you all.
Thank you. Roll call, Alderman Mark E. Blunt.
Present.
Alderman Rodriguez Brown.
Present.
Alderman Fred Esco.
Present.
Alderwoman Monica Gilkey.
Present.
Alderman Les Penn. Okay. Alderman Tim Taylor. Present. Alderman Lafayette Wells.
Present.
Before we adopt the agenda, there's 2 issues that I present to the board. One is the addition of Mr. Gary Canton, who is not here as of yesterday. And the other one is addition in litigation, consideration, and discussion of CV matter. And that's in the executive session. And the litigation. It's already on there? Oh, I didn't. Oh. That's Chief.
Yes, good point.
Okay. Well, I withdraw. Yeah, she said it's her.
Attorney Banks, can you hear me?
I hear you.
The senior is already in litigation, is it, that's one of your litigations?
What Beanie Bluff is, Beanie Bluff,
Okay.
which is the case, Beanie Bluff and Maxwell, so yes, pretty much.
All right, thanks.
But not the specific resolution, that's what you're trying to, that I mentioned earlier.
She said not the resolution, she already mentioned earlier, just the, so we made it to the resolution.
Well, I want to put a matter on this board as it relates to CMU consideration and discussion. Executive session. With that being said, the mayor asked for a motion for the addition of the 2 items that Mr. Gary and consideration and discussion of the CV matter. see if you met in executive session.
So we ask for a motion to add Mr. Hammond as a speaker.
Yes.
One litigation executive session there.
Yes.
That's my motion, man.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Tim Taylor.
That's right.
Where's Brown?
Jeffy, aye.
Motion carried. The mayor hereby calls for adoption of the agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor?
Tim Taylor.
Where's
Cindy Bruce.
Jeffy, aye.
On this matter, and on this day, the agenda is adopted. We now call for the superintendent of the Canton Central School District, Mr. Gary Hammond.
Good evening.
Good evening. Thank you.
Good evening. Again, thank y'all for allowing me to come speak to you all this afternoon. Usually, like I said, I'm here a little earlier back in October when schools kind of came out, but got a little behind with breaks and whatnot, and I came last time, and we kind of had a mix up there. But I'm here today just to share with you all where we stand as a district. Of course, we are a successful district, 557 this year, 30 in a row. We've been a successful district. We got a lot of exciting things that are going on currently. We're excited about a number of things, not only our academic success, but our athletic success. We've had passion in boys winning state. Girls also competing state, and our boys football team, we started out really good this year. They got to the second round of the playoffs, which has never been done in Canton district. So we just went in overtime, lost in overtime, but they had a wonderful, successful year. So we're definitely excited about them. The basketball season has started. We're excited about the boys kind of struggling right now, but we believe they will be fine when district time comes and the time to get playoff. When the rubber meets the road, they'll be ready. So, outside that, we're excited about our GED program. I know you all been aware of that. We have 12 students in that enrolled in our GED program this year. 6 of them already passed, I think 3 parts of GED. So we hope to have a graduation possibly for those students in December this year. If we get 6, their parents want them to go ahead and get out and get to school and go on. So we're excited about that. So we possibly will be a graduation in a few weeks. They make pass the last part that they have to pass in another couple of days. So we're excited about that. One of the upcoming major projects that we have going on that I want to make sure you all are aware of is we will be building a new central office. New central office, a new maintenance shop, and possibly, and our plans also is a pre-K school. All will be at the site at Old Canton Elementary. Our goal here is to stay within the city limits. Access to, our parents have direct access to us. We didn't want to go out. We've been invited out several times to buildings on the outskirts of the city, but I chose, I thought it was best idea to stay within the city right here in our backyard. And also, with us tearing the old Canton Elementary down, we building, that would help with the blight in the city. We have several empty buildings, and we apologize for that. We got a major project going on with one at Cameron Street now, trying to restore it. So we're excited about that as well. But to eliminate blight, we decided to tear down a building that we have. We're gonna build a nice building with Canton. We're excited for several buildings right there. So that'll help with blight and make sure beautification of the neighborhood. It's a nice building right there. So once that we had a meeting on about funding last week. We got the rating back today. We had A1 rating for the funding, so we will be approved for the funding. No raise, no taxes be raised, anything like that. So everybody, this is our money that, which is a good thing. So we didn't have to pass upon anything. This money that we were able to get due to the increased assessed value of the district, which has occurred over the years. So we're excited about, that project. Also, we'll be redoing Tiger Lane at the high school. That, it's in really bad shape, so with the major construction project, we want to redo that whole drive at the high school. And also at Nichols, we'll be tearing down the bleachers, putting up new bleachers, new press box, new lighting at that site. And also the county will be, has agreed to pay the track and do that for us at the Nichols site as well. But like I said, this is the first phase of our major projects that we also have in plans of a new career center in the future, try to meet the needs of what's going on here with Amazon, AWS, and the different companies that are coming here. So that's also on our phase 2 plan. We also look forward to the next major. We consider these not so major projects that kind of what we need now when we talk about central office and different things like that. But the major project down the road in the hopes in the next few years with funding permits is that we build a new Nichols middle school. That's going to be the big thing. You know, so the other things are just kind of things that we need to take care of right now up front. So we're excited. You know, there are a lot of things that we're excited about. Like I said, our parents, you know, they're amazing. Our teachers, our staff is amazing. We are the highest paid teacher. We pay our teachers more money than anybody in the state. With the raise, we're able to do that to help with recruitment and retention. So we're definitely excited. There's something great about it as well. So we've been able to be fiscally responsible to be able to do that. So I started teacher pay is like $51,000, which is more than anyone in the state. So that's really good. So but there's a lot of goals. We try to make sure that we're competitive and be able to retain. But we can't do it without them. The teachers are amazing. They do a wonderful job. But our parents are very supportive. Day in, day out, I can't say enough about what they do on a daily basis for us too. You know, so but like I said, you know, anyway, like I had an opportunity to present to the company last week that was doing our bond raising, and like I tell anybody, I said we best get secret Madison County. But there's a lot of great things going on in the district, a lot of great things, a lot of things to be excited about. But for me, like I spoke to a church I think a couple months ago, and I told them the most exciting thing that I see here happening in this county is the opportunities that the youth have here, that's coming here, and they have an opportunity to stay here, find a good job here, and build a nice home here and have a nice life right here in Canton is exciting. Like I expressed to them, I love my hometown. It mirrors Canton, but everything's leaving, nothing's there, nothing's coming there, and all the youth are having to do what? Leave the town, go find a job, move somewhere else, you know, because nothing's coming there. And my dad told me, like, you know, everybody's leaving. So therefore what? The time is that. So, but to see the possibilities here, exciting for the youth. You know, I'm past 50 now, so you know, but see what the opportunities that they have. Generations to stay here, families to stay here, after family to stay here, you know, is awesome. But like I said, my time is different. Families are having, you know, they may have been born in Holly Springs, but now they may be where? In Memphis, they may live in a branch, they never return. But to keep generations here is big, and a lot of times you don't necessarily see or appreciate those things unless you fully understand. And I can see what's happening there versus the opportunities here. So, but like I said, thank y'all for allowing me to speak this afternoon, and actually y'all just keep us in your prayers, keep supporting us. They're doing amazing work at those schools. Principals are awesome, all of them. Everybody's trying their best to be the best they can. So, but thank y'all. Appreciate any questions. I got any questions for us today?
I have a couple of questions.
Yeah, I do too.
I got very black.
Oh, okay. First of all, congratulations. I was at your convocation when you announced the pay raise, and I mean, they just went crazy over there. I felt hard of it. I'm not even a teacher, but congratulations on that. Gary, you heard that you can take Tiger Drive off, they're going to fix it. So that'll be a good outcome. Again, congratulations to you. This is what we've been yearning for, to hear the great things. We're going to get the negative things anyway. When great things are going on, our ears are wide open. And I know I come to your meetings and say the same thing all the time. And shame on you board members that we appoint, they don't come, and that type of stuff is always remembered. Yeah. But again, congratulations to you, great job. Keep doing what you're doing. How old is Central Office?
Well, that was I don't really know how old, but from my understanding, it's pretty old, because let me just tell you the history. People told me that like 1950s maybe sometime.
Okay.
I think you remember you told me the story about you working there and how you all weren't allowed to interact or something.
You cut the grass. I didn't know the difference between the flowers. I wish Abby Davis was my friend then, because I didn't. The flowers look like grass to me. Yeah. So I just cut everything. And my dad was the supervisor at that time. My stepdad, Willie Williams, and he worked in the system about 50 years. And And of course, I got back in, not to come back out and start working throughout the city. So I was just wondering how old it was, because it seems like everything is still in place.
It's still
the floors and everything.
Yeah, everything, like I said, old building, well built, but we, have some issues with some things that back end falling off, different things like that. And every time I get these visitors that come from these different entities like Amazon and different companies that come and want to meet with us, the first thing they say is, we need a new central office, because they're aware of the nice school buildings that we have, they're aware of all those things, but they always say, man, you all really need a new central office.
Yeah.
So I guess that's what we look for.
Yeah. So what about the gym? You gotta keep the gym or tear it down?
Gym work.
Yeah, the Canton.
Oh, yeah, the whole, area, whole school will be somewhere like that.
Oh, the whole moms, okay.
All that, we demolish and everything, we build back up.
Yeah. Hold on, Gary. What you gonna do all that good kitchenware over there at the school?
That's the thing, but I'm glad you said that, because right now we're trying to, anybody who wants anything out there that needs, the church may need it,
Yeah.
please, reach out to Mr. Harris. Let them know, 'cause we have, file cabinets, we have desks, we have cafeteria table, we have, like you said, cookware, cafeteria, where we have all those things that are still in good shape. When they close the building, they're still there. I had one school, I made an officer, they came and got a U-Haul truck, and took some items out of it, but free, no charge, just come get what you need. Just give Mr. Harris and let him know.
Yeah.
Like I said, church, anybody, we'd be glad to let them have it, because here soon, next few months, by the first of the year, we hope to plan to start to demolish it. So quickly as possible, y'all let anybody know, we'd be glad to get those items.
Is there any historical value in that old building?
In the building, I'm not sure. That's something we have to walk and look and see.
I'm sorry.
I'm not sure,
Because the reason I asked is in 1969, 1970, I was the first grade out there.
Oh,
And there was a lot of rebellion and stuff going out there. And I think the class before me, maybe it was the class of 77, I think they got most of that, but it was still lingering when I got the opportunity to go. I didn't know what was going on until years later. A young man came to town trying to get into a hospital here in the city of Canton. How did they get through with that sidewalk? Yeah, but anyway, a young man came to town. He was a physician, and he was trying to get into the Madison General Hospital out here, and there was a lot of rejection. So you started seeing all this rejection. What did it mean? Didn't know at that particular age, but of course you grow to find out exactly what's going on. So that's why I asked: is there any historical value in this particular building?
It's not on the historical register. We know that part.
Okay.
Before it's like anything within the building, like maybe a picture portrait or something like that. It's a lot of things that are in there. I have no idea what.
Okay.
What that's something that you are more than welcome to tour and see. And if something is there, there's a value that you see. Hey, we need to get it out there. We need to get out and preserve it. So.
Okay. Yeah, there's a lot of teachers that are still living and taught out there in those early years. And Jay Silver wrote a book called Mississippi: The Closed Society. A lot of that rendition is in that particular book. So, and I know Miss Collier over there on Airline Street, Miss Davis over there on Holmes Avenue, they all taught at that particular time. I don't know if they have some type of reunion, I don't know, but those are the teachers that I historically still remember. So that's why I asked about this.
Yeah, like I said, some may be, there's a lot of stuff still in there.
Okay.
What it is, I have no idea.
Well, congratulations. Great job. And we look forward to seeing you. Good job.
I
Okay.
thank Alderman, I'm sorry, Alderman Asco, Alderman Brown was next.
Okay.
Are you after Alderman Asco? Alderman Brown.
I just have a quick question, and also like to commend you on your views and your plans for the future. Definitely needed and well received and well prepared. But what will become of the old central office once?
Right now, we're looking at changing, making a bus barn. It may be the new transportation department area for buses, because we had that basic flood a couple of years back, and we lost a whole fleet of buses. Trying to figure out how, that last meeting, that was the last discussion, we're trying to make that into transportation. Building, so we put our buses, build a shop on the side here. But of course, that could change just like anything else. But right now, that's our plan, to try to keep them off that back lot back there.
I just wanted to make sure it wouldn't be left vacant.
No. We did, my first idea was open the sell it to someone, hoping they would make a bed and breakfast in a tourist spot for the city.
That's what I said.
That was the initial thought, but then we was like, well, we may need to get those buses if we can make the transportation that shop where they are kind of falling down. And we can build something for service the bus and get the buses to high ground, as we would say, so we won't possibly lose the fleet again. But that's right now. Last week that was the goal, but I don't know what next week may say.
That's all I have.
Alderman Esco and Alderman Well.
I just want to also commend you, Dr. Canton, for your plans. I think it's great that what you all are doing. And that was my question as well, about what you're going to do with the old central office building. And I understand now that you're going to utilize it for shops, but in case that you all decide to build another shop for that, City of Canton could always use it for some space that we may have. We have other departments that fit into that building. So just keep that in mind. That
I sell it to you for $1. We can make it work for you. We can make it work. Yeah, we would like to, right? I think the one thing we had discussed possibly you all getting it is making it a job type center or something,
Right.
on office or something like that. So we definitely, open other ideas. That just was one kind of came up the other day because we were having concerns about the bus shop. But like I said, that's, like I said, changed. Though the last conversation was once upon a time it was bed and breakfast, another time the city could use them to create a different office for job opportunities and whatnot, job training and whatnot. So definitely, like I said, next week that may change. But I know y'all good for $1, so.
We're gonna have to turn it
No time to think about it.
I'm sure the school board don't agree with me. They'll be okay with it. $1 will be fine.
Exactly. We're Fred on the whole city. Y'all understand that? He owns everything in the city. I got you.
Like Alderman Well.
Yes, again, congratulations, Stephen. Phase 2, you said, if my career center. Possibly, what would that be?
The plan, of course, discussion was to put it at the high school site so it wouldn't have to go as far as they travel now on all the property that we have out there. That's our goal, was to put it there. But what we're running into, that we're learning in this process, is that's 16 section lane around. And there's certain things that you have to get approved before building on that land. So it's a lot of red tape, in other words, that we would have to, hoops we have to jump through to make it happen. But our goal was to put it on the high school campus, that way they wouldn't have to go that far like they do now. But the worst case scenario is maybe somewhere else. But right now, not nothing. They wouldn't deny it. It's just a lot of litigation we would have to go to build over there. So which we didn't realize until we got to the process. So, but it's something like I said, we learn as we go to. So, but it's not something that would be denied. But it just would take. Some negative to make work.
Any other questions? None?
Yeah, one more.
Go ahead, Mr.
Cameron Street School, anything, any possibilities for that?
Yeah, that's what we had a restoration grant for that approved, board approved last month. Board meeting to start on that project, because we had an open PO now that we'll start. The first phase of that project is the foundation and the roof. Those first things that they'll be working on. So they will start on this, so you'll start seeing people may call you and say, hey, somebody's working on Canton Street. The construction will start there in any day now, really, because we got everything approved and ready to go. But the first phase of that restoration project is the floor and the ceiling to prevent leaks. And then the next phase of the grant will go start on the inside. And I hope there is the one they utilize, kind of like what you all have, the Boys and Girls Club, area where kids can go get tutoring and whatnot after school and whatnot. But it's been approved through a restoration grant, but we got approval for it that Mr. Harris had applied for. But the first phase is them take care of the foundation and the roof first. And then go inside. That was, of course, a historical site that could not be torn down. But the back side of it, Eventually, hopefully, maybe one day we can demolish that because it's not a historical site, but it's awful. The building on the outside is good, but the inside is bad.
So they didn't get mad because I came over and fought for it. Well, listen, there are 3 notable people in the class of 1938 from Canton Street School, and the mayor, you would like this. Miss Molly Blackman, who's the mother of Edward Blackman. Mr. Wallace Green, who was an economics teacher, probably to everybody sitting at this table, with the exception of you, maybe. And, well, Mom, you talked to too. And the third was, we got a chance to give her the key to the city, Miss Lucille Williams, about 3 years ago. She died at 100 years old. We gave it to, well, I wasn't on the board, but you all gave her the key to the city. So 3 notable people who graduated. And I'm quite sure there are others, but these are people that I actually got to touch their hand or shake their hand. So
yeah, it is, I think
it's that historicalness that's
it's
it.
a famous, I guess, blues singer or something went there too.
Yeah,
They called me over to break, and they
Yeah.
were going over to take pictures over there.
Yeah.
And whatnot. I didn't get the guy I know the manager knows now.
Yeah, they sold to the devil. That's an allegation.
Okay.
So yeah, there's nothing in the archives of history in Canton with all, because the newspapers they have over there go back to 1836, and I think that's the year the city was established. But nothing thus far has been found that he actually. But came, played Club Desire that used to be out here on you're more familiar.
Clarence Chin.
Yeah. That was a Club Desire where all the stars of the 1940s, 50s, and 60s came to Canton. So that's where he is caught up in that. But he may have, but there's no documentation. Even in the Citizen Council's documentation that they opened up some years ago, there's nothing to indicate that. Because I took 6 months off work just to be nosy to see what was in it. So, yeah. But and that was during the civil rights movement and stuff. So yeah, I just wanted to make that notable that if anything is done and any names are put out there, because in most cases when schools are renamed, I think you have to be deceased. I'm not sure about that.
I'm not sure what that policy is.
But I know that the lady schools, everybody with the exception of Mr. Myers, he was still living when Reuben Myers was named after him. But and good Lord, I don't know if that was for her or her husband, but everything else.
It was for her.
It was for her. Okay. Yeah. So I was just wondering what you all want to do with that. So.
Yeah. Like I said, with that Cameron Street, I guess because it's here, site remain, whatever that name was, it's just still a site.
Yeah.
So I've already got a call about naming the central office at somebody. That's hey, whatever the community wants, hey, fine, right. If you want to approve, it's fine.
I got a good name.
Yeah, I'm the pre-K school next door, so yeah, I got calls already.
I got a good recommendation. You want to hear it?
What is it?
Dr. William Truman. Put the bill in quotations. What do you think about that, doctor?
While I'm alive.
Thank you.
Yeah, I already get calls about that. So, hey,
All
we're
of them
going
are
to
guilty. All of them are guilty.
Yes, how does Canton? Thank you for the work that you all are doing. What's your total enrollment of students?
As of today, is I think 3,200, right? 3,200 today.
All inclusive.
Yeah.
And my second thing is, we have a lot of students and a lot of feedback from our community that says we don't have anything to offer our children outside of school, as far as extracurricular activities, playgrounds, stuff like that. Can we meet with you all at some point to talk about you all assisting us with getting those kinds of things in place for our children? Because as we know, everybody said there's nothing to do in Canton for kids. But we as a city need some partners to partner with us to get these things established.
I mean, yeah, well, we can discuss it, and whatever we have, the way we can help you legally, we will. Okay. So yeah, that's always I tell you.
I just want to know the door was open.
Yeah, the door is open, you know. Like I tell you, as long as it's legal, I'll be more than glad to help. I'm always my favorite color, but I'm not trying to wear it.
I have one comment, and I think the school is to be congratulated as to the direction in which it's taken our students. Of course, I've been here for like 50 years now, and going back to 1971, and in some of these test scores I had not seen, and the fact that there's a tremendous improvement in the test scores of our kids, and we didn't make these tests, we don't create somebody, so here you take this and see what level you are, and I noticed that there are great schools at the elementary level. And I looked at the history of the high school as we go back to 2018. And one year, for many of those years, we were C, and then for 1 year, we were B at 743. Then, of course, we transitioned back to C. I guess the question is, there's so many dynamics and so many ingredients and so many things that go into, it's not, it's just so many social issues, socioeconomic indicators. And so I guess the point is, one, is there anything that the community can do as it relates to the schools that I would say the adult students who are the 11th and 12th graders turn out, anything that the city can do? Is there anything something that's missing?
No, really, like the best way I can describe it is like I do with my principals all the time. In the meetings, I always go back to my days of being a basketball player. And the truth of the matter is that I've been in this since I first permanent job, I was 28 and now I'm 50, and I've been in this for a long time. It's like a basketball team. Some years you're gonna be great, some years you may be off a little bit. Because each team is different. It's each grade, each first, second, third, whatever grade they're on, there's a totally different group, totally different group of kids, totally different group of parents, totally different possible group of socioeconomic background that you're dealing with at that time. And in some years you're going to be, and my goal is always when I talk to my coaches and I talk to my principal, I expect us to be successful every year. I expect us to be competitive every year, but are we going to win a championship every year? Probably not. That's really hard to pull off. But that's going to happen. Like I said, this year, like I said, you see they drop back to a C. Next year, I anticipate they'll be back to a B, a possible A. But it's like a team. They're a team. Each group is a team. And some teams are going to be stronger than others. Some teams are not going to be as strong. But it's not that they're not trying. It's not that they're not giving it all every day to try to make it be the best. But some are better than others, and you have that issue. But do I expect them to be competitive every year? Yeah, I expect them to be successful. No, there's no excuse for that. It's just being honest with you. There's no excuse for us not to be a successful district every year. There's no excuse for us not to be competitive every year. But each year is going to be a different group, different group of kids, different group of challenges that you face. So, and like I said, we just up to them. And like I tell them all the time, we just have to monitor and adjust and keep moving. But like I said, unfortunately, it's just like a team. This year, Kansas City, they may win it all, they may not. But it just fluctuates, But again, my goal when I got here was for us to be successful every year. That not be a concern of the city. That not be a concern of the parents. My kids attending a successful school district. We have pretty much solidified that in 3 years in a row. But are some years going to be better than others? Yeah. Some years you may fall a little back if that happens. So,
well, let me say that you're to be congratulated because you're the gentleman who's in charge of the most important institution in Canton. So it's not the mayor and board of aldermen. It's not the hospital. It's you and those who are on your team, because you mold the minds of our children for today and tomorrow. You give them perspective and discipline and ideology and correction, and you end up making them productive and constructive citizens. And that's all you can wish children who come from their mother's womb, go to their father's tomb, and somewhere along the line they become astronauts and physicists and chemists and barbershops and hairdressers to do remarkably well. And to have that responsibility in this society, in any society for that matter, is a tremendous job. And I congratulate you, the board congratulates you. And perfection is very rare. And just continue to keep the good work up.
But like I said, I like to, I appreciate you all saying it, but the credit goes to, those who do work every day. And I have to say we have remarkable teachers, remarkable principals, parents, like some parents that we have been very, very supportive. All of them, like any district, our goal is to set out to get it right every day, but we're not gonna get it right every day. We're gonna make mistakes, we don't have the problem being called on it, and we're gonna make it right. But for the most part, they do the work every day. And like I tell you, like great communities make great schools. So right now, we consider a great community, and we got great schools, and we're gonna keep that going. So, we're excited about it.
Hey, before we leave, I want to end this up with him based on the first day you stepped in Canton for an interview. And in your interview, before all of us, you said, I can step on your shoes without taking your sand. You remember that? All right.
I appreciate y'all.
How long has it been out there?
6 years.
6 years. Yeah, just keep me off school. All right.
Yeah, but they were across the last we got here.
That's right. You can't get rid of it.
All right, let's move on. Who is that? I did that.
We did.
We're on to 5. We're on 5.
Yes, we're number 5.
Mayor call for approval of the claims, contractual claims docket. Sir,
I'll second that.
all in favor?
Well done.
That's right.
Your name?
Brown eye.
Brother. 10, man.
Is that it?
Yes, well,
Motion carried.
Number 6 through 11. Okay, 6 through 11. Number 6, authorize and approve change order number 002 submitted by RNC Services to increase the scope of work for installation of an additional driveway culvert promoting property drainage on Nest Street in the amount of $12,982 relative to the drainage improvement project. Number 7, authorize and approve Wagner Engineering to submit a funding application on behalf of the city of Canton to the DRA strategic planning program for a transportation plan as part of exiting task order number 14 in the amount of $7,500. Number 8, consideration of selection of professional engagement for revised and amended redistricting ordinance for amended legal description and meets and bounds determination. Number 9, consideration to authorize and approve Wagner Engineering to submit a task order for bid documents for the use of ditch cleaning funds pursuant to SB 2948 and the like. Number 10, consideration of adoption of NEVA model flood map ordinance by December 17, 2024, deadline to comply with National Flood Insurance Program. And number 11, consideration of approval of resolution for the issuance of credit cards for and on behalf of the city of Canton, Mississippi for the following institutions: Renaissance Bank, Home Depot, and Tractor Supply Company.
Mayor, number 8 and 10.
Ma'am.
Number 8 and 10, those, I don't think those will be included in the bill.
Take it out.
Yeah, number 8, I emailed Attorney Mask, I haven't heard back from him. If you all want to select Wagner, if they're interested in doing that, I don't know, but you need to pick somebody for number 8. Number 10, he let me know that's not ready yet. The
Okay.
flood ordinance, so So we just need to get approved by, we can get into the agency by December 17th. So maybe 10 should be, and I don't know if Wagner, are y'all okay with number 9?
But this right here.
So item number 9, we had a conversation with Noah and Garrett yesterday about the ditching project. And if you all recall, that originally started off as a commodity bid package, where we would provide the city with bid specifications, an entire bid package, and advertisement. And then a contractor would bid on that for hourly rates, material rates, and it would be on an as-needed basis. But per the memorandum of understanding, per the legal advisory of Attorney Banks, this is being changed to a construction bid. So that would require engineering services, and all engineering services for that would just include a typical section that would show a typical ditch, a standard size ditch for all these road sections, along with driveway culvert replacements. And then we would go forward with a bid package, and a contractor would put a bid on the project in the form of a construction bid, like Attorney Banks has mentioned. So yes, we're good with number 9.
Number 8 and number 10. Number 10 for sure is already. And number 8, Wayne, can y'all handle that? I reached out to Attorney Chad Mask, who was our redistricting attorney. I don't do meets and bounds and descriptions. I know y'all have worked on that at one point.
Yes, and number 8, I think we could do as well.
I just need something to include in the legal description part of that individual to make sure it matches up with what y'all have.
So the legal description, is that a new meets and bounds, or is that?
Yeah, it will be something to comply with whatever the new or revised amended ward lines is. Just make sure it all matches up,
Okay.
you know?
Is it just including street names and boundaries
And probably
included in that
all
ordinance?
of that, the street name, the degrees, you know, all that survey, lingo jumbo.
So like that, you need a survey done.
All that survey
to
lingo
develop the
jumbo.
legal descriptions for the legal
Yeah.
line.
Yeah.
Gotcha, we can do that.
Yeah.
Okay, alright. So you might even take that one off too, and let them select Wagner, and that's what the board saw. Number 8 doesn't need to be. I mean, it doesn't need to be up a lot, included that.
So we take 8 out.
No, it needs to be voted on separately, so you can select
Oh, okay.
somebody.
So we said we need to vote on 8 separately.
So we do have one more question with that in terms of number 8. So for clarification, and going back to the email you sent us, you need to, I think you mentioned something about a clerical error. So that error is the survey that needs to be done to develop.
I don't know what the clerical error is, because all I know is there was an issue with the clerk's office with Sims and the ward lines that was already done pursuant to the redistricting ordinance that we did in 2021.
Okay.
Okay, so if they changed it and amended it, our ordinance needs to reflect that change as well. They both need to line up.
Okay. And so we asked that question, we went rounds on that, and we sent that email, we talked about that some more, because it raised another concern for us, because when we were approved for the task order for the zone mapping and the new ward boundary.
Right.
That was done based on the existing,
It was done based on that ordinance that you.
yeah, based on the existing.
So you're saying
ordinance.
it's the same?
Right, but the question is, if it's wrong, then what we've done already for the zone mapping could be in error, right? So that's,
So why don't y'all just do a task order or something, just to kind of make sure and ensure that it's all like, it all matches up? The zoning map, the ward map, and the
Okay.
redistricting ordinance, as far as the legal descriptions and the meets and bounds.
so,
Something like that, because
Right.
it is all three need to line up to be the
okay.
same.
So, and that makes sense, so in doing that, so it's, in doing that and clarifying that, then once also clarified that we probably need to, probably best to stop
what we're doing with the zone work that we've been doing, because it could change.
Yeah.
It could change based on the survey we do now with the meets and bounds, so I'm saying,
Yeah.
we don't know if it's correct or not.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's all
yeah.
I care about. You think-
Yeah, we'll do it. That's one thing we want to clarify.
I guess with that as well, if the city has, since 2021, that ordinance, if the city has approved to change the name of any streets, I guess
I
that
think
would
one
have
of
to
the
be
one
about.
that we're doing already, if I can recall correctly, I go through the notes. On the Wells, you know, I don't think it's anything but just the one.
The one.
Yeah, we just recently did that,
Right.
so I think it's like, probably that one.
We're gonna vote on 8 separately.
So you gotta vote on each separately,
We're
so.
gonna exclude King.
you
They
exclude-
said they can do 10, they said they can do 10, since you include 10, y'all said y'all can do 10, correct?
Oh,
Yeah.
okay,
10
so,
is the adoption of the flood map.
okay, do this, okay, just exclude 8.
No, they can do 9, I'm
Nine,
sorry.
yeah,
exclude
nine,
10.
nine.
Exclude 10.
Exclude, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, this is just, that's it, not
So,
bad.
it would be,
So you exclude 8 and 15.
8 and.
8 and 10, 8 will be done separately.
Can we clarify, Mayor, if I may?
Yeah.
Because I'm just confused. What are we doing?
So they're bundling it, and you know, you bundle sometimes, some of them you can't do in a bundle. Number 8, you can't do in a bundle.
Can I make this suggestion again? I brought it up before. Can we not bundle stuff?
I agree, it's competitiveness.
Because it is so confusing, especially when we have to take out something, some discussion in this head, then you go back to something else and stuff kind of gets lost in the stuff, for me.
I was back to number 16.
you have to, y'all want to not fund for this meeting, next meeting, or whatever the board wants to do.
It ain't many items on here, so we read them, so let's just go in.
Go ahead.
So I said, let me make my motion to approve item number 6.
Okay,
That's my motion.
No more discussion.
all right. Second,
All in favor?
number
Item
6.
6,
Give the eye.
that's what I.
Brown eye.
Tim Taylor.
Well,
Motion carries.
I make a motion to approve item number 7.
Do we have a second?
Second.
You did a second?
Yes.
All in favor?
Give the eye.
Brown eye.
That's what
Yeah, Tim Taylor.
well,
Motion carried. Item 8.
item number 8, may I motion that we, approve item 8 as read and written?
Yes.
And so you saw that what's the regular.
Yeah, and so, change that wording to, Wagner, provide those services in item 8.
Second.
All in favor?
Brown eye.
Well,
That's what I.
Tim Taylor.
Motion carried. Item
Give
9.
the eye.
Man. Oh, she had to put it under her. Motion carried. Item 9.
Is that the one we said we were gonna
They said they can do it.
they said they're doing it, they did construction, bid, yeah.
So move, Mayor.
Do we have a second?
I second.
All in favor?
Brown eye.
Tim Taylor.
Well,
Give the eye.
That's what I.
Motion carried. Item 10.
That's the one
This
we
one.
paid, yeah.
we did that one?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay, we'll pass 10.
Congratulations, Wagner, just made the tape.
11.
Wait, clerk has a hand.
Dr. Anderson, you were saying something?
Number, 10.
They said we skipped
They're
that.
not ready, it's right.
This has been out here a very long time. If we don't meet that deadline by the 17th right there, we're in trouble. We've been dealing with
That
this.
is true.
We've been dealing with this since July. They first sent this to us in
Yeah.
July.
What's the
I'm not
number?
sure.
They want us to adopt the MEMA model flood map order.
Mr. Big,
Mr. Pig.
he has a,
Mr.
Big is not here,
I know,
and so we need to, ma'am.
I have to say when you finish, Mayor.
Yeah, so the question is, where's the MEMA flood map order?
we
Right.
we did this last year around the same time, December. I don't know, I sent it to him, and we've been working, I got the letter dated September. I talked to the clerk about this, I think in October, or like sometime in October, but it's Mr. Pigg's, he normally does this meanwhile now, I think he's got it with Mr. Garrett.
Well, let me talk big, because this is,
You know anything about that, Ms. Garrett?
Yeah.
man, where's the MEMA map ordinance, Mr. Garrett, do you know?
Well, we have a copy of it, but I talked to Mr. Pitt today, he sent it to me, because he said he was out sick, or he went out sick, and, because it had flood attached to it, he assumed that I was the one that did it, but he and Ms. Amos worked on this last year to compile this information. And what we have now is Pig being absent. I spoke with Wagner today about it, and a lot of people have known about it, but they just have not been, it was put in Mr. McPeak's lap to get this updated so that it could be approved. They have not been able.
So what does Ms. Amos have to do with it? Is she here?
It might be.
I don't know, but the last year we did it,
You
was
should
change his
figure
name
it out.
to it, you have to, you know,
She went to visit her mother.
so.
Oh, she's
No, she was here a few minutes ago. She said back door.
Her name is on the email.
I guess what I'm asking is, I'm sorry, I'll
At some point, we have to learn. At some point, we have to learn that somebody else needs to be able to carry the ball on through the process when somebody's not here. That's one of our biggest problems. Anything could happen to anybody at any time, and they may not be able to function in their capacity. And that should not stop us from doing what we need to do. That is one of our biggest downfalls. And until we get that straight, we're gonna continue to spin our wheels where we're spinning them and nothing happens. Somebody in this building should know how to complete
Correct.
and submit the information that needs to be submitted. The 17th is 2 weeks from today. If this was received in July, why are we even discussing this today?
I don't know, I didn't get it, you got somebody.
So if Mr. Pig is not here, whoever is in charge after Mr. Pig needs to know what Mr. Pig does. The person in the clerk's office needs to have a backup person, the one in court service, you have a backup. Every department needs to have somebody that can carry on those duties in the absence of the director. Not just one person. That is not conducive to running a business in general, only in a city. That is unexcusable. Does not make any sense.
Alderman Miller.
Yes, sir. If Mr. Pig has been dealing with it, he should have informed somebody else in his office
Correct.
over that somebody should have known something, because we can't approve something we don't know anything about.
I don't know where is the ordinance?
He normally last year he made changes to it. So last year Mr. Pig handled it, he made changes because he's the building and zoning director.
Yeah.
So, and if we've had it since, I know I seen the letter that was dated the end of September, it seems like it's ample time to, even if you're not here today, to have something drafted, I don't know.
And we didn't want to phone.
Yeah, she's getting.
That's what I'm trying, who's trying to get in touch?
Diane.
Yes. See, we didn't want to phone. That's all.
Well, you know, I echo what, all the other lady is saying, because we went through this last year, and the magic word is cross training. And we say we're gonna push it, we say we're gonna evaluate it at the beginning of the year. We're gonna vacate certain positions to find out what people are. We don't ever follow up on it, and this is going on the 6th year
that we've just been blowing smoke, and we're still traveling the same road and getting the same resolution every time. So I support you 100% on that. We had the same issue out there at what is it, Public Works. You know, people telling us that if they get on certain pieces of equipment, their life is, they're scared for their life. We don't have a plan to back up in the event that major people are out to get these particular things done. And we're going on the same road for the last 12 months and the last 5-6 years that I've been here. So I'm glad that someone else has said the same thing, that we'll put some teeth under, because a lot of times what we do, it depends on who the messenger is as to whether the message will get out. So I agree with you 100%.
Did you give us names?
She said she's on her way.
She can be around.
My feet, you pick up.
He can pick her up.
You shouldn't say anything.
Call him Mac P.
She can be around.
She would do that. She wouldn't know.
Oh.
Mayor, can I ask that we move
Yes,
to the
ma'am.
next item, come back to that?
Ma'am,
I am requesting that we go to the next item and
Yes,
come back to
ma'am.
that one.
all right.
Hold on a second. I got Mac Pig on the phone. Hey, Mr. Pig.
Yes, sir.
All right. I got, you here in the board meeting, and there's a question about this, map, this flood map. How does it read? MEMA.
The MEMA flood
MEMA
map
model
is
flood map
the letter
ordinance.
that we initially received a letter in July, and they resent it again in September. Where are we with that, or where are we at with that?
I talked to, Mr. Miller Garrett, because he was doing it before I got here, so I'm kind of, say when, I have reported everything to him, and he agreed that we would work to get this thing taken care of ASAP. We're gonna give them something to, I have never seen our flood map before, so I'm kind of in the dark.
How do you make revisions?
But Mr. Garrett is willing to work in and everything else. Take his advice, his guidance.
Let me ask you something, have you started on it already, or?
As soon as I got that stuff on,
I'll take it.
we're going to, we're really on this and get this taken care of, at ASAP. We're gonna make the deadline. I was hoping great we are.
You know, it has to be approved before you can submit it. It has to be submitted by the 17th. That's the same day the next meeting.
Moving on the 16th.
No, board meeting on the 17th, I think.
Yeah.
The board meeting is,
Work session on the 16th.
We have a official meeting.
We need that vote. We need to meet.
Technical about it, and I can't, and like I said, I have not been part of that.
Yeah, he's so crazy.
Wait a minute, has he seen the flood map?
He said
He
he
has
had,
not seen it.
but somebody just said he revised it last year.
He has not seen the MEMA model flood map ordinance.
Mr. Mack, is this the same thing that you worked on last year?
Ask him a question, Taylor. So this MEMA model flood map ordinance, where is it coming from? Is it coming from MEMA?
No, the city has to do this own. We have to develop, based on this letter, I think we have to develop an ordinance, the community
The
ordinance.
adoption of, but it says the adoption of MEMA model flood map.
They sent that, the last one was in December 2023.
Yeah.
It was a state model ordinance, it was December 4th, 2023. It's a model floodplain ordinance.
Yeah, it's the same, it's already in existence.
It should be
They just
like-
want us to adopt it.
It should be
Or is
very,
it adopted based on?
Hold on a second, let me see what you're saying, Mr.
Can
Mayor.
we come back up with them?
what I'm saying is, we did in 2023, we did the Mississippi State Model Flood Map. What we did
Emergency.
change and amended it.
I got you, okay.
That might be it, yeah.
Who's your contact person?
Y'all know anything about that?
Well, look, we can talk about the meeting and deal with this.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's an already, do you know anything about this, Gary?
That's what I just said, because we have information right here that may be able to give us something.
Because it seems to me that it's an
I
already,
appreciate
it
that.
already exists.
Exactly,
We
we
just
signed
need
a
to
call
adopt
from
it.
YTC, because
We would just change it to fit our, make sure there's nothing that needs to be changed to fit our floodplain. That's all Mississippi needs to be doing.
Yeah, FEMA provides a model ordinance for communities to adopt, as Attorney Banks
That's what I
stated.
okay.
So once they provide a model ordinance, the communities can either adopt or approve better than what that language states. You cannot do less of that, what they require in terms of managing your floodplain within the city of Canton. And basically what this does, adopting this ordinance and having this ordinance in place, basically identifies how you enforce, your various floodplain areas within the city, and this allows the city to continue to participate in the National Floodplain Insurance Program. So where those that are in floodplains can get, insurance, credits. So that's really, that's what it does.
So let me ask you this, so where is the model? Where is the minimum model? Who has it?
Just a bit.
Huh?
you
Yeah,
should be able to go on their
usually
website
the
and.
community has a floodplain manager that's identified, and that person usually sits within one of your departments. And so I know in the past, I forget your previous, director of planning, guy.
Mr. James
To my Jimmy Smith?
Yes. He was dealing with that person, so I don't know who it sits with now. But usually whoever that person is who gets that information.
Mr. Burwell.
That's all, and then the person's always been with our building.
Mr. Burwell was on last person.
Right, just whoever you appoint, right?
Yeah.
Right.
That's person's always been.
Well, look, this is the deal.
And it should be online also as well as the flood map. And so basically, where you are now is FEMA and MEMA went through a process of assessing the floodplains, within the city. And so they allowed a comment period. That comment period is now passed, and so now it's what they have adopted in terms of the maps. So now that you pass that point, now the focus is adopting the ordinance.
Adopting the ordinance.
Right.
Accepting what they have.
Yeah,
That's right, that's right.
And if you don't have a copy, from what they may have sent the city, it's.
Let's go and adopt that.
Flood damage prevention ordinances.
Well, that's it right there. The question is, gentlemen, would you all like to read it first,
Yeah, I'm not gonna vote
have
on
a
somebody.
special reading and adopt it?
Maybe special meeting.
Yeah.
Okay then, let's do
And
that.
then have the clerk to send us a copy of it.
Yeah.
Then we have a special call meeting.
Okay. So,
No action taken.
Say that, so, special call.
is that a motion to table item?
Yes, sir.
Who did the second?
Second,
All in favor?
give it out.
In favor?
What about? Second on.
What was the vote?
No.
Motion carried. Item 11,
Now, motion that we, accept item 11 as read and written.
do you have a second?
I'll second it, looking up, ready?
Mrs. Freya,
I'm sorry.
that's all I have on
Sorry,
it.
You wanna go first?
No, go ahead.
Okay. Yeah, I was just questioning, I see Home Depot, Renaissance Bank. Wouldn't one credit card just cover us with a certain limit or not? Credit limit? I'm sorry? Yeah, I'm asking.
Well, it depends on the credit limit that they will allow. I don't know whether it be runners on bank. A lot of times the credit card companies give you a limit. And I don't know whether it's unlimited or whether they got a cap on their credit, on the credit for the city of Canton. But a lot of times the credit card companies, and each Home Depot will also give them. And who else you got? Tractor Supply. I don't know what their limits were.
Well, that's what I'm asking.
The clerk should know more of the information, or whoever that looked at that. Have we applied already? Okay, so this is just an application. And then once you apply, they're gonna give you a limit. Up to what amount that each.
That I understand, that's what I'm asking. Could we just consolidate it to one credit card instead of, I know this is an application process, but let's just say if all entities approve us, we're gonna go with everyone that gives us a credit limit? That's what I'm asking. That's what I'm asking, because I know Capital One offers a business card, and I don't know what the limit is, maybe $10,000. So that's what I'm asking. Because what I'm sorry. Yeah,
I'm coming to Chief Spears, I'm trying to hear all of them tell us how. So what now?
That was Smith's name still on.
Okay, so that's what we do then.
Well, that's what I'm asking, yeah.
Had the name
You
changed.
said it was the limit was how much?
37,000.
This is good.
Right, that's what we need.
Well, that's what I'm saying, if we, yeah,
Hey, why you getting another card, then you have one, we didn't change name on it.
Yeah.
Why you just changed the name?
because Val's name is out of the former clerk.
Yeah, you can take her name off the code,
Right.
because she's no longer in that position.
And decide.
Whose name would go on the code?
Well, that was,
Would you like, the clerk of the mayor will put your name?
The resolution said clerk and mayor.
The resolution was clerk of the mayor. Okay.
Clerk and mayor?
I don't want it. You put my name, what's the matter?
You know, basically, the card was used for travel.
Travel, yeah.
Setting up hotels and stuff, that was the bank card.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Al was requesting a tractor supply card. Al requested a tractor supply card. So I guess we can ask him
Mr.
what it
Davis
is.
used.
Okay.
Mr. Gary.
Yeah, everybody.
Several people use the tractor supply.
The reason, I requested, the reason on there is the accountability. In order to use the Home Depot card or the tractor supply card, you have to get a PO from the city clerk. And right, in the card, you have to use it in conjunction. So you have to have a PO number to use the credit card. Otherwise, you can't use it. And always a limit, like $5,000, a low limit, $5,000. Therefore, during the board meeting, it's approved. So it's a lower, it's for items that Park and Rec use, fire department use, Mr. Garrett used. That's accountability. That's why it's still different credit card. And then it just, everybody trying to get a credit card and all that. And you have to sign the credit card out. The Home Depot card or transfer, you have to sign it out to the city clerk. And you have to bring it right back with your PO. So it's accountability.
Alderman Brown.
I'm just asking for clarity, if they have budget, money that budget for these things, why would they need to use the credit card? And you could just get a PO out of your budget if you have the money, because I'm just asking.
Dealing with credit, because once you get it with the credit card, you paying it right off. You guys approve it, it's coming on your agenda, and you're gonna see it, and you're gonna prove it right then. It's not gonna linger for a month or two or 3 weeks, you're gonna pay it right off. And the company, that's to make sure that they get their money. Because you're using the PO, that's the form of payment, PO, along with the credit card.
So you're saying to speed up the process of payment?
Right, it speeds up the process, and it's guaranteed, they know they're gonna pay, because they got a PO number, and they also got the credit card, so you just can't go. So if you try to go and get something from Home Depot or Tractor Supply without a PO, the system's not gonna let you.
due for my delinquency?
No, it's every city.
Okay.
Yep, it's every city, they request a PO from every.
No,
every
it's
city.
about, we wanna do it this way with the credit card.
I only can speak for Home Depot and Tractor Supply but with the credit card, we don't use that because we stay away from a credit card because there's no accountability. But with those cards right there, there's accountability because that PO is gonna match up with what you purchased from Tractor Supply or Home Depot and its documentation.
But what you're saying that if I have a card, I can't just go down there and buy something.
No, you got to see the clerk to get a PO. You got to go through the system, and you got to get a rate first, and then once you get the rate, they got to approve the PO. And that's the only time you can go down there and use that credit card if you got a PO. You can't use it with a rate. You got to have that PO and that card. All cities require it because big companies like that, like Best Buy, all companies like that, yeah. But it has been done in the past.
Right.
Yeah, but we done away with it, but it's all dealing with accountability.
Right.
Yeah, because when Mr. Davis needed to go down, because a lot of other companies around here don't have it, so he can go down, get a PO, put the PO in, pay it, and then it comes straight to you guys. You see everything the card used for, because it's gonna come to you guys, PO, Home Depot, or Tractor Supply.
All right.
My question was along the same line, why we getting these credit cards, why we getting all these credit cards?
And one reason why I would reject it is because when we came on board, we had a mess with fuel and cars. That was only one entity, and it was a complete mess. And the reason why it was a mess because, nobody managed it. No accountability, period. So you don't want to go back to the same old place that you were, and you recreate the same old mess going forward. I'm not saying, I know we have people who manage well. That's an attestment. We can, but if we can keep it under control and just have, and I understand what Chief said with Mr. Davis, they may have need something that's not at a certain place. But one universal credit card, I think it would be suffice. And what we're concerned with is keeping the rating up and getting it paid. State government has the same thing. It takes you 30 days to get something through them. And I don't know why we can't react any differently. Until we get things absolutely extraordinarily right, I think we need to take our baby steps and manage it a little bit differently, because Fuel Man was going to be a complete embarrassment here. For that new board that came in, it was going to be a complete embarrassment. I think some people walked some things down. Gas is going places that no vehicle was even accounted for. And we don't need to go back down that road, so. But we can put it to a vote, we'll go from there. I'm not trying to deny the department or director anything, but when these auditors come in and things are not right, there's no director that's gonna be held accountable, but this board will. And the embarrassment will be bestowed on our shoulders. And just over in Brandon and Yale City, they put people in jail for the very same thing. And even city clerks in Vicksburg have gone to jail. And I don't want to be a candidate for nobody's federal penitentiary. Period. Thank you.
What was the response to item 11?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
The clerk said that Ms. Smith's name is still on there. We need to get that taken off.
Okay.
And put the clerk's name on there.
Oh, you mean motion? That's not on the agenda.
We can add it to.
We can add
You
it.
can read the rest of the items. Okay.
Hey,
Yeah.
Fred still got bank accounts. Your name on the account over his bank. I just have to
Clear that up.
I got you, I got you.
As of this point.
Just take
And
it.
then we'll forward the future that it's all nuclear.
I got you.
The money's been, you got the money out.
Yeah, we got it.
Oh, we got
The city clerk, the city clerk.
So you cleared it out after you got the money.
Yeah.
No, not.
Yeah.
And
the city
I
clerk.
All right, somebody give me a motion.
Who's? I don't want to give you, you want to add that.
Yes,
But you read it in there with the change.
okay.
Well, you had a motion.
Yeah, that motion on the floor.
Yeah, we had a motion to accept it, and then we had the unreadness, so.
And the residents is rendered, so.
Right.
Yeah.
To accept what?
The motion already on there, we let, that motion was already on the floor.
Right.
That's on.
Ready for vote.
Right.
Okay.
But I was gonna change the language to say, just the one card,
With the name.
just changing it.
Yeah, change
Change the name on the.
City clerk name and the
Mayor,
mayor.
and they don't get the other two cards, and get a resolution.
We voted down into another motion.
Amend the resolution.
Or you can
We
remove the
can
motion.
amend the resolution. Or the name. Amend your name and my name for credit card, that would be something.
Yeah, it was, the resolution said add those two names.
Oh,
Right? Attorney? Yeah.
You can just change it from
And
the
the-
Home Depot and the Tractor
That's
Supply
fine,
to
if
just.
if it's a wish to remove it, if you want, want to remove it, I'll change the motion to say that.
Yeah, because by the clerk's admission, we have a credit card with a large amount.
but it doesn't have.
Credit.
Doesn't happen.
Well, we can, I know we're gonna change that,
Right.
and I think that's, the second phase of what I was, Lady Gilbert was talking about, so.
But how does the motion be?
Well, man, we'll withdraw the original motion
Okay.
and we'll just motion that we, amend the resolution for the, issue of the credit card to, include just, Renaissance Bank, and to add, and make sure that your name, Mayor Schuler name, and, Clerk Anderson's name is added to it.
Do you have a second?
I'll second the motion.
All in favor?
Well,
Let me say it loud.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's correct.
Motion carried. As it relates to item 12.
Next, I'd like to make a motion that we, approve warrant number 12 as stated and documented.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
Unreadness.
Yeah, what's the exact dollar amount put in this resolution?
214,500,
214,500.
correct?
That's correct.
Who gave the second?
Fine.
Okay.
That amount is added to the motion.
How much is that?
214.
$214,500.
$214,500.
Okay, I had
You
unread.
say it real fast, it hurts that.
I have unreadness, man.
Yes, sir.
Unreadness is the, we're gonna accept it, bids tonight, for these cards. So, I think someone will need to have, some type of resolution to include that, these monies will come from the ARPA funds, but we need to have a resolution stating that, that's what it'd be used for, in addition to this.
Oh, the specific uses.
Right,
I got you.
specifically,
Okay.
because we accepted the bid, but we got to pay for it. So
Right.
I would think we need a resolution, right, to state that.
Well, yeah, but I think probably if you just accept this as the lowest and best bidder, and then you do a separate item to
Okay.
designate, because first you need to accept the standard allowance
Okay.
for that amount, for your ARPA funds, and
Okay.
then you need to designate that payment.
Okay.
So you kind of do a two-step process.
Okay.
Thanks.
So we need to add, so,
So you can accept it, because right now what you're doing is accept it Ingram as the lowest and best bidder for $214,500.
right,
So you can do that, and then you can do the standard allocation allowance
okay,
next, if that's what the board so chooses, and then you can designate that as form of payment for the cards.
okay,
That's two separate motions.
right,
Right.
okay,
You gonna do the first one then?
okay. I'm ready to resolve.
So right now you're just doing the cards. correct?
Right,
The second is the lowest and best bidder, correct?
right, and then we'll do the next one.
The other two.
Right,
Or
You probably need to add them, since they're not,
okay, yeah, because they're not on the agenda, but we don't accept it, we need to know how we're gonna pay for them. That's resolved, Mayor, you want me to add those other two items to that while we're talking
This
about
will
it?
be paid out of the ARPA fund.
no, not right now.
Not right now,
Okay.
except a standard, allowance from the ARPA funds. And
Okay.
then we can designate that,
You can go ahead and finish 12 out.
yeah, we can finish 12 out, and then we'll add, right, then we'll add that to the agenda.
Before you need to add the lowest and best bidder to first, right?
Right,
It's in the resolution.
Okay, okay.
all right, I'm ready to resolve that.
All right. Item 12.
Good for voters.
Who makes the second?
Brian,
All in favor then?
Got Tim Taylor.
well,
That's right.
Is that it? Motion
We're
carried.
gonna give,
Motion carried.
I didn't hear you, I'm sorry.
yes, I'd like to add to, the agenda, as the item to, the deal with the payment of the cost, I'd like to add an item that says that we accept, a standard, allowance from, the ARPA funds to designate to pay for these, costs.
Do we have, is that the motion?
Yeah.
Do we have a second?
It needs to be a two-step, so you can do two. One is to authorize the standard allowance in the amount of $214,500,
Okay,
for the use of ARPA, SLRF funds. And the second one needs to be designating those funds to be utilized as
okay.
payment of cards.
All right, so
Or
first,
just make sure you put all the language in there,
okay,
since we don't have a resolution typed up.
okay, so the motion should include, first, accept, a standard, allocated standard allowance. And then the second portion of that is to take that allowance, designate, the funds to, take care of the, garbage charge.
Is that one motion or two motions?
Two, it's all,
I got you, okay.
it's a two-part motion, it's all in the same thing.
So, how do we vote? We vote? How do we vote?
One
One vote, I got you, okay, all right.
You said to designate what?
To designate those, that allowance to, pay for the garbage charge.
Purchase of the garbage
I
car.
got you, okay.
So you have to first designate it, and then, accept the allowance, and then say you're gonna take the allowance and pay X, Y, Z.
I'll second the motion based
All
on,
in favor?
yeah.
So did you add it yet?
Yeah, that's, right, that's what I'm doing, we add, yeah, motion to add.
Yeah.
The motion second.
All in favor?
Tim Taylor.
That's right.
Whatever, got everybody?
Alderman, you give up?
See, the mayor didn't even hear you.
Motion
Now I
carried.
said in.
To add.
To add, we added it.
Motion carried, that's contingent now.
Okay, you can go ahead and vote on it.
All right.
And what item is it gonna be?
All right.
This will be
accept, the standard allocated allowance, from the, ARPA funds and dedicate, once it, accepted that, then we'll dedicate, $214,500 to pay for our garbage costs.
I second.
All in favor?
Well,
Esquire.
Tim Taylor, aye.
Line item.
Brown eye. And,
Does everyone vote?
all the them called about.
I hear it.
He said he did.
Everybody vote?
You know, you're scared to vote.
Motion carried.
Oh, myself.
Item 13.
Now, motion that we accept item 13 as, read and read.
I second.
All in favor?
Well,
brown eye.
Esquire. Line item.
I guess I'll vote.
Yeah.
Tim Taylor, aye.
Motion carried.
Let's see if he is it.
Item 14.
that's fire department again. So moving there.
I'll second it with the number it is.
Please take the inventory.
Chief Pierce, you gonna have someone trained to do this?
Yes,
Anybody in particular designated already? If you don't wanna say.
oh, yeah, me, the training officer and assistant chief,
Okay.
we'll, get trained, and after ending, we'll train other people to operate it.
And the purpose of the drone, within your department, I kinda know, but I like to hear from you.
Purpose of the drone is, like I said, to assist the firefighter in case we have an emergency where hazardous material, still is, we have somebody, search and rescue, we have a missing child or something like that, we can use it. And also we can assist the, a police officer, also we can assist, like I say, public works, or like I say, we can assist the, building and zone. Like I said, because like I said, it's gonna be used citywide. We can use it citywide, but it's perfectly for the fire department, but it's a great tool for the city. And have that, at our disposal. Yep, so that is the purpose of it, to move us forward. I mean, it's a great thing, it's not just for the fire, it'll be for citywide.
Okay. Good selling point. My ratings is running. I'm sorry.
Go ahead. I didn't say I had on the business, so I'm just.
All in favor?
Okay. Yeah, Tim Taylor, aye.
Brown eye.
Well,
Line item.
And,
Esquire.
Motion carried. Item 15.
so moved.
I second.
All in favor?
And, brown eye.
Line item. Esquire.
well,
Tim Taylor, nay.
Motion carried. Item 16.
And, having us lumping up all these things together.
That's just it, they want to do it.
That's what we were trying to do.
Yeah.
We'll vote on it at the next meeting.
I second.
All in favor?
Brown
Line item.
eye. And,
well,
Esquire.
Tim Taylor, aye.
Motion carried. Item 17.
so moved.
Do we have a second?
Second.
All in favor?
I have none, no, I got it, I read it last night, I'm fine. Yeah, Tim Taylor, aye.
All in favor?
Brown eye.
well,
Esquire. Line item.
Tim Taylor, aye.
Motion carried. Item 23.
oh, yes,
28, brother.
We just need to add that statute 1731, for the harassment advertising, that's all we know.
That's 17.
Is she here tonight?
She's not.
18, that's 18.
Add statute what now?
1731.
Okay. Give me a motion.
WLPT, I thought it was WJTV.
That's what it should be.
It's JTV.
Yeah, that's right.
Well, Mayor, what everybody's thinking, it says it's 20 days, and you know, she said last night, it wasn't gonna be like hometown Mississippi, it's just gonna be little short videos. So, why can they do like hometown like they did last year, because they somewhere else already?
Yeah, Richmond.
They really.
And if we're paying the same money and Richmond is getting all of the attention, I don't see the purpose.
It's short, it's a little short.
And yeah, I don't think we got our due diligence last year anyway.
Yeah. That's one thing, I thought, you know, I know the hometown, they were gonna, they did more than what this is gonna do, I believe.
Okay. Yeah, yeah.
But it's just, like Mayor said, a few seconds, I mean, he had 5 or something, Mayor said, for about 15, but 15 seconds go right through.
Yeah, and I think we were a little excited last year, but since we know the product we got last year,
Yeah.
which was not really something that put us out there,
Right.
then I guess we can be reluctant this year because we know what we got.
Right.
And it would be insane to go back again and get the same thing. So, that's just me speaking now.
Right, I mean, you
If
just.
you got a problem, right?
Yeah.
If the bill's on, and you turn away from the TV, you'll miss it.
You gonna
Yeah.
miss it? Yeah.
So is it worth it?
Kinda like when he was in, Time Keith.
I didn't see it.
The church said.
I thought I didn't see it.
Long Look, I walked down the aisle, this is Reverend Nathan.
Yeah, Revelation.
I remember the revelation.
You right there with Revelation.
Hello?
Yeah.
Still get paid for this?
It's still paid. You reduce that wrong.
So I think it's like, it's much smaller, so
This is a city event.
Yeah.
right. But you know, last time it was like hometown.
And-
That's already an ad out there about Christmas events.
Yeah, tourism is already doing that.
Yeah.
Thank you, too, really.
Yeah.
Yeah, already done.
With no people on the,
Right.
at first.
The city, so.
I'll give you a motion so we can
Do
move on.
something. I guess they say no vote, man.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
That said, Mayor will, ask for a vote on the consent agenda.
So moved.
All in favor?
Well,
Brown.
Let's go out.
consent agenda.
The voting precinct, I think to say with that wasn't, we did that via ordinance. So if you're changing it, we did that in our ordinance, in our redistricting ordinance, we put Ward 4 as the fire station, on Barton Park, so we need to do an ordinance if you're changing that one.
Yeah, we can do that. I think you want to back them up, need that.
You want it back, right?
Right.
Did they vote that last time?
They voted at the fire station.
That's what I heard. That was why.
It was at the fire station.
Okay, but in the presidential election, what did they vote?
Oh, that's all that.
Okay.
But in your election, it was at Mount Levi too, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Grab my leave.
You can change back, you can do your ordinance.
Okay.
Okay.
So it'll be all except item 21.
And then be ready on election day.
So we need to remove 21 right now?
You can put it on there, we just bring our ordinance back.
Okay.
That's all.
Okay.
Man, I ain't gonna be on no ordinance, boy. I tell you. What I got to do?
Oh, yeah. Man, you get vote.
What's the vote? Who made the motion? Who made the
Alderman
second?
Taylor and Alderman Penn.
All in favor?
be Alderman Taylor and Alderman King.
Vote.
Oh,
Oh,
okay. Yeah.
Yeah, Tim Taylor, aye. Gary.
Everyone else is voting?
Yes, sir.
Oh, motion carried. The mayor will entertain